Hey, welcome back to the Hotel Orloff. It's Thursday, July the something, 2024. Well, last time I saw you guys, it was last Saturday. I was going through some 1950s and 60s fan magazines, and then looking forward to the Trump speech, the rally, and then um, while I was uploading that show I filmed, the show I filmed, sorry, I looked up and saw I have 0 viewers. I was kind of taken aback. It's like, oh my gosh. Let's put on some nice Joe Biden glasses. These used to be cool until that old codger started wearing them. I just found these in the garage. I've been cleaning up in the garage. But let's just call them aviators glasses and not associate them with Joe Biden, who, man, so much has happened since I saw you guys last. It's really astonishing. Um, uh, let me think. Well, uh, okay, so I'm watching the what was it? I was watching the rally, and then I was looking down and I heard this popping sound, and I look up. Oh my god! And I was watching Right Side Broadcasting, their feed. They were panning across the crowd to show how many people were there when the noise. I don't know if you're allowed to say that word on YouTube. The G fire happened. Um, the I heard that happening, and I looked, and they cut back. By the time they cut back to the stage, Trump had dropped down, and you couldn't see anybody. It was just an empty podium, and the crowd was starting to scream. And I called to my wife Cleo, who was in the bathroom. I said, "Oh my God!" It just I knew what was happening, and she came running in and started crying and praying. And then we saw Trump get up, and we saw the blood on his face, and we didn't from the right side broadcasting. I loved them, but they had the worst camera angles. You didn't see the fist pumping up in the air or anything. Well, at least I couldn't. But we saw that he was alive, and it was such a relief. And yeah, my wife was. We were both really messed up by it. I mean, um, it's something, he was looking. Basically, what happened is he's looking forward, and the bullet the bullet's coming in like this, and was gonna. But he looked up. The bullet's coming in, and then he looks up at the screen where he's showing a display, and it just grazed his ear because he moved his head like a fraction of an inch. Otherwise, it would have been a horrifying thing. Other networks like Fox or somebody else, they had, oh, now I'm back down to 0 viewers. I'm wearing sunglasses like an idiot. Because I was about to go outside. That's why I put them on, not to be cool. Anyway, so he probably, he lost the top part of his ear. Um, it's very obvious what happened. Just no point in going that. If you paid any attention, you know exactly what's going on. And so, um, hasn't been a great, but he's alive. He's giving a speech tonight. Um, my wife, for the last few weeks, has been in extreme pain. I'm not going to be able to do this live stream very long. I'm not even probably going to do it more than just a few minutes. But this is promote. This is the 5th anniversary show. Yay! Hooray! Yeah, I mean, I started. I think it was this. I think it was July 16th. I kept delaying this live stream. It was going to be on 2 days ago, which was the actual anniversary of the first time I got my phone and tried to film a YouTube video, and um, and all that. Um, so yeah, so it's been 5 years that I've been on YouTube, and it's been just so wonderful. It's just so great. So anyway, my wife is not feeling well, very badly, feeling very badly. I don't want to get into the details. Don't worry, it's nothing life threatening. It's just real bad pain, you know. Um, so I'm I'm off right now before I go back to work in a few weeks. So I'm able to spend time with her. Um, so I've been trying to avoid doing these live streams. I've got a bunch booked, but I don't know if I'm going to do this one. I have one booked for tonight at Dum Dum. So, I don't know if I'll do that. I'm not when she's in that, unless she has a miraculous recovery. But um, we've got this roof being replaced at the house. Then they're going to put siding on. And then there's all this other stuff, like the garage doors are supposed to be replaced because they were hit by hail. And there's a couple of windows that are double pane, but the outer pane was broken. You're supposed to be painting around windows. Some of these things aren't going to be done by the people that. So we're anyway. So there was a concern that you see, my wife is in so much pain she can't do her work. She does a job that she does, and she's been unable to sit there and do the work. So I mean, she's in extreme agony. So in stress, and um, so Drew is trying to eat everything on the floor because her stomach's out of order. And I try to take her outside so she'll eat grass, and I can't get her out. She's now officially afraid of going outside. She's like the weirdest dog in the world. Anyway, um, a lot of stress over a lot of financial things. So it's embarrassing, but I started a GoFundMe, and I got a GoFundMe in the link down below. So um, let me see. Um, how do I do that? Um, oh, there it is. There it is. You can see it on the screen. If you, it's in the chat. You can click on it, and I don't know if you got a little bit of just something you could donate. Just it'll create. And it's not going to make her be in pain less, but it'll the stress that she's under will that if you could just help her feel better with the stress and if this show's provided you any entertainment, if you could just kick in a little bit of money, um, so and then once things are better, I'll be able to do more shows, but I can't really. Drew, damn it. I just afraid what she's gonna start chewing on, man. I'm upside down. Uh, anyway, if you want to come on real quick, um, anybody, the regulars want to come on real quick. I'm not gonna do a real long show, but just for a little bit. Um, there's the Here's the link to come on if you'd like to come on. But yeah, it's Drew. Do you want to go outside? Come on, Drew. Let me walk. He's afraid to go outside. You're not afraid of cat. You're a fraidy dog, man. Drusilla the dog. Come here. No, man, you can't. Drew, no, no. Damn it. Oh, shit. Drew. God, no. Oh. Okay, well, um, everybody's sick. The dog's licking the carpet and trying to eat valuable collectibles. And Drew, let's go on a walk. I think there's so many sounds of roofers hammering roofs that she's now afraid to go outside. She associates outside with the sound of destruction. Come on, Drew. Drew, come on, we're going outside. Come on, outside. Yeah, I don't. Oh, so yesterday Biden finally said, "Well, I'll step down if some doctor says there's a medical reason to do that." And then later on that night, they said, "Oh, he's got COVID." Used to be you couldn't say that word on YouTube. That was a forbidden word. Remember those days? Anyway, you know what I just found here? Man, when will this? Is it too soon for these to be collectible? I found my COVID mask. This is the face diaper I used to wear because I used to have to wear it to go into a supermarket. Um, so yeah, I found that. Isn't that amazing? What wonderful memories that brings back. Well, I put the dog on the leash, so she's not going to be. There's the dog. The dog is crying. She wants you to donate to the GoFundMe page. So, oh God. So, oh, I found on um, Internet Archive. Um, Someone has gotten a whole bunch of tape, reels of tape from Hanna-Barbera, from Hoyt Curtin and Ted Nichols were the composers. The Hoyt Curtin, the oh boy, the music. Anyway, on Internet Archive, you can hear hours and hours of music from Top Cat, all from the original tapes. You can hear them count down in the studio, and the music from Top Cat is wonderful jazz music, and the Jetsons soundtrack. I've been recording that off. I beam it from my phone to the Roku box, and then I record it from there. So I've recorded the Jetsons music and Flintstones. Um, oh, one other thing, I've been really tired lately. I've been so incredibly tired, and I haven't been able to do shows either because mainly I've been kind of. I need to be available in case only one time did one worker need to use the restroom. It's amazing. These workers are they never. I asked them the first day if they needed water. No, they brought their own. Um, and I said, "How is it you guys don't ever need to use the restroom?" They said, "Well, you just sweat it off in the heat, the moisture." Yes, I. So they finished the roof. Now we're gonna have the siding done. They were supposed to be here today. Um, and then something else they're doing. Then the original crew, those Amish gentlemen, are going to come back and put on the gutters. So, and then in theory, a little bit of money will be left for us to fix windows and things, but I don't think we'll be able to do that because I don't know because my wife we have to my wife and I and the dog and cat have to eat food, and since she can't work, that little extra income really did help, actually, believe it or not. So, oh boy. So, the um, is there something I could show you to entertain you? I don't know. I don't know what would entertain you. Um, I need to. Yeah, also waiting on a phone call, which I don't think I can answer well. Let me see if they called back. Hey, Gratu, how are you? Says Bronco Bear. Well, oh shit, I'm, I guess. Oh man. Oh. I am. How am I? I guess I'm doing. I'm a little stressed. Let me see who's coming in. Oh, Gotham City Comics. Head to stage. Hey, Kevin, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. When I last spoke with you, you had some packages that you were about to open. That was before the weekend.
Oh yeah, I could show you that stuff.
Yeah. This is new comic book day. Anything good?
Yesterday was New Comic Day.
Oh, shoot, it's Thursday. Yeah. I thought it was Wednesday. I'm losing all track of time. Uh, yeah. Was
I
there
got the new
anything?
Monster Bash.
Oh, cool.
Um, Ron sent it to me before he went to the convention, or he called it a conference. He called it a conference.
A monster conference.
Yeah, that makes it sound even better, huh?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
I'm in my conference room right now, in the back here.
Oh, so that means you don't have any customers right now?
No,
Look at
I
that. Is
ordered
that the
this.
new cover?
I ordered. No, this is an old one. I ordered this one. This one's number 24, and they're on 54, I think.
Oh, you're ordering ones that correspond with the masks you've been getting, it looks like.
I thought this one looked cool, and I'd never had this one.
Oh, yeah, it's got an Aurora article
Yeah.
too. Is this the same company that does Castle of Frankenstein or is it different?
No, Castle Frankenstein is done by the people that put out that was it scary movies or
Right. Scary Monsters, yeah, or something
yeah,
like that.
scary, yeah.
Scary Memories or something. Well,
Oh yeah, Monster Bash Conference. Yeah, they've always called it that.
well, that's cool. It sounds more official or something.
Yeah, I'm going to a conference this weekend. I can't be bothered with anybody.
Yeah, it sounds better. It sounds like you're doing official work instead of playing around.
You could tell your job that. Get some time off of work.
Yeah, it's like those. I'm sure you've seen bars and pool halls called the office, so that a guy can say to their honey, I was at the office, and not be lying. They could pass a lie detector test. Oh, here's Meyer. Hey, Meyer,
Hey
Hey,
guys,
what's up, man?
uh,
how's the packing going?
just about completely done. Probably at like 98%.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever seen this movie called Daughter of Horror? And it's also called Dementia is another title, but I think it's mostly known as it's called Daughter of Horror. There's no dialogue. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah,
1951.
yeah, I saw that years ago. Yeah.
So I watched it last night for the first time, and unfortunately, I dozed off at the end, so I really want to rewatch it and start at the beginning. That movie was amazing. It was very interesting and compelling, and that actress, uh, who is she? I mean, so yeah, you guys should, everyone should watch this movie. It's strange. It's on
What
YouTube.
is what's it on?
It's on YouTube. I watched it on that channel, The Drunk Review. He did one of those double feature drive-in live streams last night, and that's where I watched it.
I think I remember back in the VHS days, that was one of the movies that was in public domain that you could find somewhat easily.
So it's really interesting. I don't know. So because I was just watching it and I came in like after it had started, like maybe 3 minutes. So it's very similar. It reminds me of Carnival of Souls, and the
Yeah.
actress even reminds me of the same way that what's her name, Hilligos, the girl from Carnival, the way she emoted. So I'm wondering if it's the same director or production company or something. But it's interesting. It has that same, weird, surrealistic, dreamlike situation going through the entire movie.
I
The
used to
same
be
way with
able to tell
Carnival
you the
Corpse.
name of the actress in both movies and the directors. I used to have all that knowledge in my head. I know I did, but it's all been swept away. I don't
Right.
remember any, but I remember there was a big deal about that movie in Psychotronic magazine, and the actress and everything you're saying was like a big deal back in the old days, but it's all been gone for
Yeah.
decades from my head. But I need to watch that movie again, and I'm sure Cleo hasn't seen it. She
It's
is,
really, really good. I mean, it looks like a lot of it is shot like probably at at a lot, but then some of it looks like it's actually shot on Skid Row, like downtown Los Angeles.
well,
Um,
that's the cool thing about low budget movies is Hollywood movies a lot of times are shot on back lots, but low budget movies, they just get out on the street and film, and then you watch them now and they're a better representation of what it really looked like in the 60s or
oh
50s or
yeah, it
70s.
may be possible that this movie you might be able to. I mean, someone's probably already done it. This is like a cult thing, but I mean, it's possible to find these locations, like what streets they're on and stuff, and because it's clearly downtown Los Angeles.
Bronco says, what was the name? Daughter of Horror, I think, is the most, or also Dementia, right?
Yeah, I think the most common is it's called is Daughter of Horror.
Yeah,
It's about this girl who really appears to have some sort of mental illness, and it opens with her dreaming of committing murder, and then the film itself involves flashbacks of her committing crimes, and then also her committing crimes in real time. But then it's also mixed in with dream sequences, so you can't. It's hard to tell what's really happening or what really she's deluding. She's clearly delusional and imagining things. And she has this really strange, crooked, wicked smile on her face. It's hard to
yeah,
describe. She is menacing. She kind of reminds me of it also reminded me of the Sadist. What's the name of the
yeah.
guy from the Sadist with the really ugly, weird face? The
But
Ega. He was in
his
Ega.
name is oh man, what
Anyway, she has an odd countenance, just like he does. She's got an unusual, weird face, and she's creepy.
yeah, I don't know why I can't tell you that kid's name that was in the
And
sadist
the thing
either. He's
about the
all,
film that I forgot, that's really the main thing, is the film has no dialogue. So the entire
yeah,
movie is without dialogue. It
yeah,
is just scene to scene to scene with music and sound effects going on, but you don't actually hear the words that people are speaking to each other.
there's a
It's all
movie.
visual, and it's about an hour and 10 minutes long.
Yeah, there's a movie called The Creeping Terror, and they recorded the sound live on reels, and then they accidentally dropped them in the lake. So there's all this footage at the beginning of the movie where they filmed it, but they don't have the actors' voices. So the narrator, there's the couple talking in a car, and the narrator says, "Then Jill said blah 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 blah." Then Joe said, blah. He's just telling you what they're saying. It's very surreal. Creeping Terror is
That
a
sounds
great
fun.
movie. Yeah, this is really nice. It's weird that Monster Bash was around for so many years, and I was just kind of unaware of it. I think because most comic shops don't carry it, and I avoided going to malls and what is that place called? The bookstore at the mall that has all these
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble. Yeah, I just didn't go to Barnes and Noble. If you go to Barnes and Noble, it's amazing how many magazines are still published. But I bet they're published in very small quantities just to send only to Barnes and Noble because nobody else carries magazines.
Well, this is the newest one, and they still have all their back issues, so they don't sell very many of these.
Yeah, it's just people don't read anymore. There's
I don't
there's
want to
some
look at a
video that
computer screen. I don't want to look at a computer screen all day and look at and to read all this stuff.
yeah,
Not
no. Some video has gone apparently viral on TikTok, and it's like and it's called not. I think it's called Not a Phone in Sight, 1996, and it just shows people going up an escalator and filming in a mall before people had cell phones, and people are walking around not all staring down at their device, which is all you see in a mall now. And kids are like fascinated by the video, apparently.
Yeah.
uh, I don't know how to see the video, but because I don't have TikTok, but um, I mean, I saw it in real life, so I guess I don't need to see the video. I remember. um, and here I am staring at a phone right now filming this show. It's a blessing and a curse. So what all came in yesterday? Anything decent
Comic book wise,
or anything? I'm sure you're going to tell me nothing comic book wise, but
nothing comic book wise.
what what was selling? Anything?
Uh, nothing I can remember.
Well,
Yeah, I got this really cool Ronan the Accuser action figure that just arrived. It just got here like
oh, cool.
15. Let me show it to you real quick.
Okay. All right. Let me.
It's like 1 second.
Let me cut to you. Oh, wow.
Pretty
Is
nice,
that
huh?
Marvel Legend?
Yeah, it's the Marvel Legends one. Because this week was, what do they call it? Amazon Prime Deal Week or something. So
Oh
this
yeah.
is regular. This is like a larger figure. Like, see, compare it standing next to Black Bolt. So it's like comic accurate. But they've had a few deals going on right now. This is normally an expensive figure that I would never add to my collection because I don't like paying full price for like $40 for something like this. But it was,
That's originally 40.
yeah, but it was 50% off. That's a good deal.
Did he first
Really
appear in
nice
Fantastic
metallic.
Four? I can't remember.
What's that?
Where did he first appear? What comic book?
I would say early Fantastic Four, right?
That's what I thought. Yeah. Well,
Like I mentioned before, I don't buy all of these, but when I see a comic accurate figure that isn't based on, that looks close enough to me like it should have looked or like it looked in the comics when I grew
yeah.
up, I want to add it to my collection. Like the same
Yeah,
with
they
this
didn't.
black. If it looks like the guy,
Yeah, that's
when I
good.
was 12, I would have loved a Black Bolt action figure, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's it, man. Go back to Kevin. I just wanted to show you that Ronan the Accuser, how cool it is.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, these are Marvel Legends. It's like the same ones that I sent you one. I think I sent you one or two or something, maybe a couple of them.
It's the Centaur from Golden Voyage.
Oh, that is so cool. I love that. I would
These
love to get
pictures.
these. This is something that what was this? That Michael, the guy that had the play sets that used to hang out here a couple
Yeah.
years ago,
Oh
also had
yeah.
all of these Harryhausen figures.
Yeah, I
Remember that?
remember when that video came out. He showed. I remember this thing was expensive.
Michael Dodd, that's his name.
Yeah,
Right, right,
I
right.
haven't seen his videos in a long time, but I remember when he showed this one time, and he said they're very expensive. He was right. And then I looked the other day, and it was $25. It went down like 75%.
Yeah.
So I picked this up.
That's great. I love that. It's it's great.
And then what else did I get? Oh, this there's a company that makes like stuff for Migos, so you can like kind of make your own Migos.
Really?
Yeah, I started thinking about it after I bought this.
Oh yeah, yeah. You showed me that.
So I started thinking about it, and I was like, who makes these cases? And then I found out who makes these cases, and they also make all this other stuff. I'll show you. So I was able to put my Frankenstein in a
Oh,
one
that's nice. Yeah.
in one of those cases. And I
So,
remember I have Dracula too. Remember, but I don't have clothes for him.
how much is that case?
It was like $6.
Oh, wow. With the plastic?
So it's here. I'll show you.
I mean, I could use one of those for my Frankenstein.
Yeah, I can just make a photocopy of this for you. This card. I could just make a photocopy of this.
Well, but the real guy's got to. I mean, if you could get it for $6 and it's
Oh no,
cardboard.
this part's $6.
Okay. So how did you get the card?
So the card I ordered on, I think on eBay.
Oh, it's more expensive than six.
It was probably like 10. I don't think it's worth that. I could probably make you one out of paper instead of cardboard.
Yeah.
It might not look as maybe as glossy, unless I use maybe photo paper.
Well, if it's $10, well, actually, $10 sounds like a lot of money to me right now. But
So the case is 6, and then they have the tray. You can, if you want a tray,
oh, the
that's a
tray is extra.
yeah, this dollar tray.
That's pretty neat.
And then my Dracula, he didn't have clothes. Remember, they dry rotted.
Right.
So they wanted a lot of money for a Dracula outfit. So I found the cheapest outfit I could get for him.
That's great. It's
I
an
love
Adam
that.
West Batman.
It's
That's
really
great.
cool. This whole outfit, and I couldn't use the boots; they wouldn't fit, or the gloves. But everything else fit like it was made for him.
Yeah,
Like
but
it
you
Yeah,
want
fits.
those
that's
red
great.
hands to show. I love that the red hands show. That's great.
And there's his original. Those are the original
And
shoes.
the shoes. So it looks like like it's Mexican knockoff or something weird, right? Doesn't it? It gives
Yeah.
you
Yeah, it's better than it ever it's better than the sum of its parts. It's become
yes,
something wonderful in of itself.
well put. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. But that whoever made that costume, that's pretty good,
Yeah.
Adam
Well,
West.
the company sells the Adam West figure, but you could also buy the outfit separately. It was $10 for this cape. It's like a crazy nice cape. It even
Yeah,
hooks together with a clip right there. It
Yeah,
has
it's very
this little leather cowl part that you put here,
yeah,
and then
that's very good.
it
is
has
that
this
a
belt.
sticker or is that screen printed on? It looks like it's screen
It,
printed.
it's printed on there. It's painted on there.
Very
It's
Oh,
nice.
really?
yeah, it's not just a sticker. And then it
That
has
was one
this
of the
belt.
worst things about the 70s. Mego was the stickers would always come off. Remember that, Gratu? How
Oh, yeah.
frustrating. It can
I know.
What's that? So the gloves, gloves and boots that it comes with, they're really nice too. I'll show you. I just wasn't able to use them. I'll use them for something else.
Oh, wow, those are nice.
It's a big change from
From the oven mitts. Big
yeah.
change from the oven mitt.
I was gonna put the oven mitts on them on my Dracula, but it wouldn't fit.
Huh.
Do they
And I
make
know,
oven
I don't
mitts,
want to.
like actual oven mitts that are like this. They should make actual oven mitts that are
Yeah,
based.
Amigo Con. They had a. They had
Okay.
one.
Wow.
Here's the. Here's the boots
Wow.
outfit came
Well,
with.
that is very, very nice. Yeah.
Really nicely done. Yeah.
Well, it makes me want to order that Batman figure now, so I have him.
Is it a sculpt of Adam West?
He has. I guess he must have a cowl on. But yeah, it should be a based on Adam West.
Okay. Pretty
The
neat.
gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was. See if I can find the name of this place. I think it was in New Jersey. It was a five and dime store that's been there for I don't know 100 years. Try to find the name of it.
Well, they're thinking Biden might resign this weekend.
He
And they're,
tested positive for bullshit 19.
yeah, I don't think he tested positive.
He's
I
had it.
think that's
He's had it
bullshit.
so many times. He's had it like 3 or 4 times already.
Yeah, I know. It was to avoid a speech and also to give him cover. I'm sure they're paying him and his family off to quit, but he has to go like it's medical thing.
I know people that have had COVID like 5, 6 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Um.
Trying to find the name of this place so I get it right.
Yeah. I, I called Kevin a couple hours after Trump was shot, and I said, "Did you hear about Trump?" He says, "What happened?" I said, "You must be cracked out on that me TV cartoon channel." And he said, "No, I'm just playing with my monster stuff." and but
It's almost better to just stay away as long as you can from the TV.
right, yeah, but I just don't know how that no customer told you about it.
Um, the one guy that was here, he ended up going to the wrestling event, and I
Oh,
was and I was gonna go to the wrestling event, but I found out what happened, and I didn't feel right going anywhere. I was
yeah,
kind of sick to my stomach.
yeah. It was
And
very
then
disturbing, man, to
I
see
was
because I was
surprised.
watching it live.
I was surprised that my friend customer that I was surprised he went, and then later the next day he told me he goes, I had no idea the whole night.
It's never been
How you doing? How you doing? Good.
it's never been live before. What
Are you
happened
guys
with Kennedy.
today?
Oh,
Pokemon
he's
cards? I don't do Pokemon. No. The only place I know is Amazing Discoveries. Is that it? I want to say it's in Gilbert. I think it's like maybe 15 minutes. I think so. From here? Yeah.
They wanted this to be Black Pill Week for us. They wanted this to be a week of funerals and loss and disarray, but instead it turned out to be White Pill Week. And every night when I watch that RNC, I get more and more white pilled and more hopeful, and I feel more and
yeah,
more love for President Trump and for
yeah.
everyone around him, his family. And yeah,
Yeah, there's been some consternation about his vice presidential pick, whether he's good or bad. People say, well, he was skull and bones, and he used to work for some company that sold the blood of little kids to rich people and stuff, which is apparently all true. But apparently, he has, um, I don't know, he's apparently very much become a born again Christian. I know he was Skull and Bones and everything, but he apparently watches a lot of the stuff that people, the shows on Rumble and I don't, and he he is apparently really good friends with Donald Trump Jr. So the like real good friends. So I think the idea in choosing him, even though he came out of nowhere, was is to keep a Trump dynasty going. So Vance can bring in Donald Trump Jr. as his vice president next time, and then ultimately they could bring in um, the giant Nephilim kid. What's his name? Uh,
Baron.
Barron Trump. Yeah, I mean they could. So so it's a way he can keep
Dynasty.
his dynasty going. Supposedly, um, our
Well,
first
my
source circa 1924. Is that the first Gotham City comics?
oh, it's
Well,
beautiful.
I was right about that. I said 100 years. So it's exactly 100 years,
Yeah,
right?
I always when on the show I always say you opened the first store before the Civil War.
No,
Was
this is
it
a
true
five
that
and dime store in New Jersey that I bought some stuff from. They have old stock still
Oh,
available.
oh, I
where
thought
is
you
it?
were.
Is
Oh,
this in
that's actually when they opened. I thought you had an online thing about your store. Oh,
do
No,
you know
really?
where in New Jersey that is? What town?
it's in New. I think I threw the box away.
What is it you bought from them?
I'll show you.
So they've got old store stock they're getting rid of.
Yeah.
It's not the place you got the jigglers from, is it?
No, but it's. I think it. I think that was New Jersey also, though.
Yeah, it was. That was New Jersey too. It was somewhere
There's
near
a lot of those.
Bricktown.
I think there's a lot of those places out there.
I remember you gave the name, and I know that it. I know the Jersey Shore pretty good, and I feel like you said someplace that was near Brick. It was near Brick Township.
Yeah, that's why Dark Ride Dracula is so successful at finding stuff. Is they have so many old toys and monster stuff on the East Coast for some reason in that area. I don't know why it's so. It's so. It's
It's
just
a
everywhere.
hotbed. It's a hotbed of that stuff.
Yeah,
I want to move there just for that reason alone.
man. So you didn't find this bookstore they're selling down the street anywhere listed, huh?
It wasn't listed the last time I checked.
I just heard that it's a store that sells only romance books. It's only for women. And apparently they were renting to buy, but I guess they're going to go to an online store. And so the owner, I think, is looking to sell it. That's what I heard from the person at the store across the street. But I don't see any for sale sign on it yet. So I could always ask about it, I guess. Yeah, I started a GoFundMe because just Cleo's under so much stress and she's in so much pain with all these problems she's having that she was worried whether we have enough to pay the people doing the work on the house because she's cut into it by a couple of thousand. But I think, well, we'll see. I think it'll be all right. But it's just medical issues. I just started a GoFundMe, so it's kind of embarrassing. But if anyone wants to help with that, I'll put the link there in the chat. It wasn't her idea, it was mine. Oh, remember. Um, what do you look for old store stock on eBay or something?
Oh, I forgot how I found it. I forgot what I was looking for. Usually I look for something and then I find something else. Oh, this was we go back to that other company that sells the stuff for Migo customizers. They make uh they make this coffin,
Oh, that's neat.
and it's velvet lined and it has a lid. Then they make this cool clamshell that look your lid fits in one side of it and then this fits inside there and then it closes up. And then so I already had this Dracula. He fits in there.
Oh, that's great.
And I could do a card back and put it in there if I wanted to, but you wouldn't really see it. You just see the through these edges here. And then you can hang it up. Got a custom toy
Yeah.
in a coffin. All right. So, let me see. Oh, I think this is what I saw, and then I went looked at their other items.
Oh, wow.
I think I was looking at water G's.
Yeah.
We can
Is
call
that,
them water. We can call them water blasters.
yeah, did they just have just one or they have a whole bunch of it?
No, they have more. They have ones that are realistic. Like if you would have showed the ones they have, like yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, oh, yeah, you probably can't show, yeah, just show the card.
No, no, I can show this. I can show this. Look it's a water blaster. It's a it's a finger G. Look.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God. Is
That reminds me of the sixth finger. So there was
Yeah,
this
I
toy
know, but
coming
it's so I know,
that
I
was
know, I
amazing.
know, I know what you're talking about, but oh my God, that's so perverse. How
It
much did
is
you pay for
amazing.
that?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh?
Do they have more of that?
I got two. They weren't 29 cents, but they were cheap.
Oh, you got
Those are
two of
really
them.
cool.
You're not selling one of them, are you?
This one's unpunched,
Wow.
Yeah. It's almost better to have it punched so you can hang it on the wall.
and then not feel bad about it. Oh, it's half punched.
That's Yeah, that is a ripoff of the six finger thing or
Yeah,
whatever that's
that's
called. It
amazing.
wasn't called six finger, was it? What was it called?
I forget what it was called. Maybe it was called the sixth finger. I don't know. I've I,
I
I've actually only seen it one time, and it was for sale, and it had none of because it came with a bunch of different accessories and features or something, and it was just like bare
Yeah.
bone. So I didn't get it.
It was yeah, my friend Randy had one of those. But he
Oh,
was
that's
a kid
great.
in the 60s. He was class of 76.
Wow, it looked like Nick Fury right there on the packaging, doesn't it?
It's cool,
Yeah,
huh?
oh yeah, let me take that message off so we can see the that is an amazing card. That's great. Did do they have more of that one there too?
I think yeah, and that's unpunched. Okay,
Maybe
this
send
one.
me the link privately. Oh my God, this
You
is
sent me
great.
this. You sent me this for free.
That looks a little more recent because there's like a little warning on there.
Yeah, but it's still 1970s probably.
Is that a Frankenstein head on it?
Yeah,
Oh no, that's amazing. Let's see the Frankenstein head.
I almost wish it was that. I almost wish I had that one though.
Oh boy. Oh, it's more like the Groovy Ghoulies kind of Frankenstein. It's okay.
It's still good, yeah. But that was just thrown in.
Well, that's nice of
That's an
them.
interesting rack toy.
See, that's karma because you always throw little extra things into packages, and now you get it back to you.
And then I was gonna maybe I'll save these. No, I'll show these now. I was gonna save these for last. They're kind of like my favorite of this stuff.
Oh, this is the stuff you had gotten the other night that you were eager to show, and
Well, it was this Migo customized stuff too.
uh oh,
Man.
that's great.
Wow.
That's that looks a lot like the King Kong Aurora model kit head.
Yeah,
I think that's what they used as their.
Look at these. Wow. These are so amazing.
Can you
So
get more of these so you can sell them?
oh yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot one of the biggest thing that I got. It was a big box of stuff.
Oh no!
But I'm not. There's a couple more things. These were cool. I know you showed something recently. It was like this, or were they rings that you showed?
yeah, these are charms that would have come out of a machine.
These are little
Mayor
skull
Meyer.
pens. I've been wanting to get some monster rings. I can't really find them, but I found these skull charms.
Oh,
Yeah, can you
great.
imagine me getting in trouble for a gun that looks like that? That would be a little bit too much, man. Oh, those are great,
The clear one.
man.
There's a black one.
Were these sold in like a gumball machine? Probably.
Probably. They were probably 10 cents in a 10-cent machine or something, or 5 cents. I think I got 10 of those. And then these are cool. These remind me of those monster rings. These are, I think, eraser tops, or you can put them on a necklace.
Oh wow!
That's
It's a good
fantastic.
sculpt, yeah.
Is it
That's
plastic or eraser?
I think it's
Oh,
eraser. It's
oh
welded.
yeah, it is. Wow, this is all
amazing.
from one store's old store stock.
Yeah. Look at this one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so.
Wow.
Do they have more of these things?
Yeah. Look at this one.
Whoa.
Is that Phantom of the Opera?
I couldn't tell if he was a mummy, a
Look like
phantom, or just a creepy guy.
or like a voodoo tribesman or like are those
Well,
face tattoos?
his look at his hairline. I think it's Phantom of the Opera.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. It is.
Or Joe
But his
Biden.
eyes are closed like he's Frankenstein, though. Or a mummy.
Yeah.
It's like a
Well,
cross between mummy and phantom.
yeah.
And then the last one. Oh, he has a little bit of. I need to cut that off. I'll just leave it there.
They look brand new, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
it
are.
still has the flashing on it. Yeah.
Flash is still in it. Yep.
Boy. Are they cheap enough that you could make a profit reselling them and doubling your money?
Nobody would come in wanting those.
But the people that watch the show here would want. I think
Yeah.
everyone watching would want those things,
Well, the people that are
especially
on the
me.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Meyer and
that
I.
reminds me, I got a message from one of your watchers, and he said he's gonna try to put up a website, a message board website about
Uh,
about monsters, and I went to it and looked, and it's there.
Oh, cool.
okay,
But
so
I just
it's
don't know. I just don't know anybody that uses message boards anymore.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, that's from like the 80s, isn't it, or late early 90s?
I
But
mean, I was using message boards up until I think about 2005.
well, I don't know if I ever used one, but
I think I was using them until maybe like around MySpace, like 2006.
no one's called and put in money for me, have they?
No,
Yet.
but
Yeah.
this viewer of yours, he said he's been watching, and he was thinking that he wanted to. I still haven't answered him. Maybe he's listening now. I don't know. But I did read his email, and he wanted to put me on the. He wanted to make an ad or a flyer, put my store on there, and then
Well, tell him thank you. Was
he would.
he called or was he a walk-in guy?
Oh no, he messaged me, and he wants to
Oh,
do this message board and put an
okay.
ad. He wants to put an ad for me on a flyer, and then send my store a bunch of the flyers so I can hand them out and try to get people to use this message board.
I just remembered uh, John Goris sent a little animation that he wanted me to send to you, and I said, Cleo, can you? And she's we if things have been so hectic, she
Are you talking about the GIF or GIF or whatever you say?
GIF. It's a little GIF of Batman, and it says Gotham City Comics. It's just a tiny, couple of second long thing, and
It
I
was
think
the art,
she's the
right,
one
that
that
he
figured
sent.
out, huh?
It was the from the art that he sent, right?
No,
I think
I
I have the. I already have the. I already have it. You sent it to me a while back.
she sent you one, but this is a new one.
Oh, it's a
Just
new
a
one.
few days ago. Yeah, I mean, with all the stuff going on with Trump and my wife being sick, and I mean, half the time she's like crying. I mean, she's in a lot of pain, and I just for it's like I say here, send this to I feel I forgot. I've totally forgotten. And all the people working on the house, I've forgotten, but I think I got it a couple of days ago. And
Okay.
so I'll get her on that, sending it to you. I'm sorry, I
It
forgot.
wasn't this. It wasn't this one, right?
The the one that's the one from before.
Okay, so
No,
it's a
it's a
new.
different one. It's more I think it's more red colored. Um I don't know why he sent it to my email, but I don't know why he doesn't send it to your email. I don't know.
Hey,
But well,
hey,
maybe he
hey,
doesn't know
Meyer,
you.
what's the boardwalk called now where it has that caveman riding
Santa
that
Cruz,
ride? Oh
Santa
yeah,
Cruz
Santa.
Beach Boardwalk.
So they have three dark rides there. Do you know that?
I was just there a couple of years ago. I didn't go on any rides, but the place is packed with rides. It's
They
amazing.
have
It's a
uh
outdoor
they have
amusement park.
they have three dark rides, and one of them is the caveman one. And that caveman that was riding that sky ride, all those cavemen that look
Mhm.
like that are in that ride.
So I haven't been on those rides in years, but I just don't remember them that well. But I'm sure I've been on it before. I just
And
went on it when I was a
there's
kid.
there's three dark rides, and there's a walk through haunted house.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that stuff, but I did it all when I was a kid, and it's changed over the years, but all of it was the same in the '60s and '70s. It was
Oh, you
just
Yeah,
know what?
similar. Thing.
Two
looks
people
like
have
a lot of
already
fun.
two people have already donated.
Right
That's
on.
cool.
Wow. Uh,
Here's those army soldiers.
Oh
oh
yeah, you
yeah.
showed me these.
An anonymous person donated 20, and a guy named Jeffrey donated 20. That is so nice, man.
Oh, that's probably Jeff from out here. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Oh, the guy that came in, the guy that gave me the Vampirella. Yeah, I think
Yeah, if that's him, I
it's
haven't
got
talked
to.
to him. If I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Oh yeah, man. if I lived there, I'd be in there almost every other day. It's like, what do you got new? So there's nobody that comes into your store that would be fascinated with this old store stock stuff. I mean, there's nobody that would say, "Damn, that's cool."
I haven't really seen anybody in a few days.
Okay.
Look at this.
Oh my god.
Wow, that box is amazing.
Is this? Are these all eBay
And
purchases?
it's
This is from that same five and dime store.
so it's undisplayed. It wasn't the perforation hasn't been broken, right?
Yeah, the box is kind of, it's not perfect. It's falling apart a little bit right over here.
Yeah, shelfware. It's
Well,
decade.
are you stand up like it is supposed to?
Am I
Keep
gonna
it.
set it up?
Yeah, set it up. I didn't
I don't
break.
know if I want to break the perforation. If I break the perforation, it might break the art up a little.
Oh, yeah, it would cut across the back of the lady's head, but it still be back.
Maybe I can take photo scans of it and make a new box.
Well, guess you could do that. It's recent enough that it's got a warning thing on it. That's
Yeah,
weird.
I'm guessing it's late 70s or early 80s or something.
Yeah, when did they start doing all that nanny state stuff? In the 80s, or maybe late 70s, yeah.
Late 70s, early 80s.
With the cool glow in the dark
The
suction cup
bug.
insects.
Great. Wow. Yeah, that's a good one.
And why was there a warning? Kids might swallow these or what?
Yeah, it said choking
Um,
warning.
What, what kid would choke on that?
A bug as
if,
big as your hand.
if your kid chokes on that, man, you have not raised him right.
Sitting in the back seat, just sucking on a giant fly or something, and she slams on the brakes, and he inhales a giant rubber insect.
it's pretty cool art though.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it's
really
great.
cool. It's like telling kids what to do with it to scare your mom in the kitchen. That's the idea, right?
Yeah.
Remember the ice cubes, the fake ice cubes with the flies inside of them? Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one. I had one. I got one at the magic shop at Disneyland, and I would always try and use it when there would be guests that would come over to the house to, try and fool my aunt. Sometimes they would play along. Also, those little plastic flies. Remember the little ones, Scratu, that were plastic with the wings that would snap onto them? Those were actually pretty good. Remember, you could get a whole bag of them for like 29 cents or something. You know the ones.
Yeah. What I remember, and I wonder if I still have, I don't know if I do. They might have been from Germany. They were, it was a little fly or a spider, and it had a magnet on the bottom, and then you had a little circular magnet where you could control it and from underneath and make it look like something's crawling along a piece of paper.
Oh, that's
I
a
don't
cool
know.
idea. I've never seen that.
It was, yeah, it was neat when you were a kid.
Yeah, I used to like put those little plastic flies like in my sister's salad or something like that, thinking that I would be able to trick her with it.
Yeah.
They hated me for it. Look at how terrified she is by these giant glow in the dark rubber insects. It's great.
Yeah, it really looks like she's like it really looks bad, like she's just been burned horribly or something. The facial expression is not a comical one. It's like really looks like she's in extreme pain. It's kind of
Yeah.
disturbing. Like a, it's just, it's kind of not fun. Like, do you really want to make your mom make this expression like she's in childbirth? It's um, he must be dealing with a customer. I could show you the. Let's see. Let me show you the siding we're gonna have put on the house.
Okay.
They're supposed to be here tomorrow. What I'm eager to see is when they take off the siding. Um, when they take off. Oh, someone else is coming on. Nope, it's the same person. Can you still hear me?
Yes. Yes.
When they take off the siding, it'll be interesting to see. You'll see the original wood from 100 years ago, I imagine. Um, I almost wonder if it would be better just to have that. But okay, so this is the siding here. Uh, all right. So this is the side put on, and Cleo chose this light green color.
Smooth cream.
It's almost like the color of money. So
Oh, it's
so
good.
it would
Yeah.
almost the whole house would look like money with the copper roof, and then this. So as they put around the house, this is their. They still have this machine here.
You're frozen. If you can hear me, you're breaking up.
So all this has to be replaced. Um,
Yeah.
and they have to put the gutters back. The Amish crew will come back and put the gutters on. But you can see, like here, where the hail punctured through. They put the weather vane back on up there. So all this has to be done. And
Are they starting the new siding already?
well, they will tomorrow. Here's another part.
Is that
And but
aluminum or
here,
wood?
um, no, this is
Aluminum.
just no. It's not aluminum. I don't know what it is. It's like vinyl, maybe.
Oh, but
It's
the new
it's.
stuff is aluminum, right?
Oh, let me go look. I don't. It's probably about the same.
Or is it vinyl too? I don't know.
Um, but here where the garage is, when they took the roof off, I saw there was a separate roof over here. There's a little workshop that it was a separate building, and they just put the roof on and combined it. So it has a separate little peak roof there.
Slope. It's slope. Be careful going up
Slope,
there on that
yeah.
slope roof.
Um, I've done a lot of cleaning in the garage. I should show you guys that
Yeah,
because
those guys were walking just fine on that roof, and that thing's really sloped.
yeah, well, those guys are like magical. They said that they asked who had done the roof before, And I said, well, that was before I bought it, but it was, I know it was an Amish crew. And he was kind of laughing, saying, I'm surprised you didn't have some leaks in certain areas. He said it wasn't really done very well. Um,
Hey, I noticed that since you said they were Amish, I saw some of them using cordless drills. Is that okay for them to do?
um, this is apparently because they also drive this thing, but they have. I mean, I guess I don't know what the rules are, but I know that um, they have a guy drive them here, um, so they don't drive on the street. But once they're here, yeah, they definitely were using power tools and this lift because otherwise, you know, it's great to be anti-technology, but to get way up on the top there, it's not with without using something mechanical. Probably might be too much fun. Um, um, yeah, that $40. Those two guys that donated the $20. That's really going to help us because we're really not doing too good. And it's creating mainly a lot of stress for Cleo. Where that's going to make it harder for her to get better. She's stressed out about that, and then also there's another thing. She is kind of, I don't want to sound corny, but and say she's psychic, but I think a lot of women have intuition. And we were talking about this, Kevin, that you had a sense about something was going to happen last Saturday, and I did too. And but she did too. She actually uh, visualized what was going to happen about half an hour before, but you can't really prove it. You know, people can say, yeah, I had a sense that this was going to happen, but like when the motorcade was coming in to the Trump rally, I was thinking, boy, I hate to see motorcades. I don't want to see that. And then there was an ambulance there in the motorcade, and I thought, oh. And I was thinking, it's like, okay, anyway, um, show you, I've done a lot of work on the garage because while the crew was up there working, I kind of wanted to be doing something too, and not just sitting inside like a Roman Caesar. But I've
I like to me motivation when other people are working at the house, then I can work there too.
yeah, that's exactly right. I've got all these cassettes I got to put somewhere, but I've cleared out all this where I have enough room to pull in two cars, except I only have one car. But I've got this game I bought as a shell zombie raid, but
That game's great.
my friend Gerald put a TV set in it, and it's got a DVD player, and it's so I can turn it on, and it'll work pretty cool. But I pulled a bunch of VHS cassettes out of these boxes, and I found some important stuff. Uh, First generation copies of The Hypnotic Eye, and let's see, stuff I need to probably take inside here. Oh yeah, man, this is should be out here. This is Richard Corbin movie, The Dark Planet. This is actually put out by him. It was I remember buying that. There was a store called man, I don't remember. There's a comic store that had locations in Kansas City, and they also were in Fort Worth, and they must have had Richard Corbin as a customer because they bought stuff from him, and it wound up down in Fort Worth. I just can't remember the name. Can't remember anything, man. It's so anyway. I mean, this is big enough that a comic convention, a small comic book convention, could be in here, or a band could play in here or something. It took a lot of work. Uh, But I got to go through all this debris because there's some important stuff in there, and uh, but the garage doors are supposed to be replaced, but it may be, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I mean, it's got some dents in it from the hail, but I couldn't even see them, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'll go back in this way. Every time I go out, I bring in something that's important. But we moved in over 2 years ago, and I just last a couple of days ago opened the very last box. So it takes years to move in um, when you've got a lot of junk. There's the Jack Davis Frankenstein poster that Kevin sent me. And some other VHS that I found the other day. Um, what did I find? I found this John Michael McCarthy movie, Damselvis. Captain America. Anyway. Oh, the Wi-Fi went out. Shit. Oh, it's back. Oh, my wife is not doing well. I may need to go on up there, man. But anyway, I I mainly wanted to just touch base with everybody and let people know. I need to go up. I need to go up. She's not doing good.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna take off.
All right.
Hang
Yeah,
in
thanks
there. I
for
hope.
showing up. It's nice talking to you.
Yeah, tell Cleo I hope she feels better. Hang in there, and I'll talk to you guys.
Yeah, take
All right.
care. Oh, yeah, I gotta go upstairs, take care of Cleo. But if you guys could help out with the just a little bit with the GoFundMe, that would really help us. For because anyway, take this recycling bin back up. Anyway, guys, take care. I'll see you.